Alright, hi guys, my name is Wallace, and today I want to talk about the 7 benefits of running a design sprint in your company. And primarily, if you're a designer, this is a very good tool for you to use if you're not using it. And for those of you who are business owners, this is definitely something you need to incorporate in your company whenever you're going to try and build new digital products. Now, the first thing I want to let you know is that design-led companies outperform the S&P 500 index by over 219%. They found that over 10 years, they outperform other companies that are not design-led by 219%. It's phenomenal. A design-led company is one that puts design at the core of its brand. It's a company that weaves design principles into everything it does, from research to strategy to creating content. The leadership and management at these companies think beyond transactions and focus on creating beautiful experiences that build lasting and meaningful relationships with customers. So some of the most well-known design-led companies are companies like Google, Netflix, Apple, and Adobe. So what exactly is a design sprint? A design sprint is a flexible product design framework that serves to maximize the chances of making something people want. It's an intensive effort that's conducted by a small team where the result will set the direction for a product or service. Primarily, a design sprint is done over a period of 5 days, as some may commonly know. I learned this from a guy named Jonathan from AJN Smart. Very, very amazing company they have over there, and they spoke about the Design Sprint 2.0, which is a 4-day process answering critical business questions through design, prototyping, and testing ideas with customers. So now I want to go through with you the different stages of a design sprint. Number 1, you're going to understand that this stage is about defining the true problem and articulating assumptions, identifying customers, and getting all stakeholders aligned on the same goal with the same information. Next, we go into a concept phase, which is about exploring multiple ways to solve the problem, regardless of feasibility. This is where you're going to take the freedom to explore and be creative with the solutions that can often yield unexplored concepts and ideas. We're going to be drawing different concepts to see which ones actually resonate with the goal that we're trying to achieve. So then we take time to decide based upon the 2 or 3 concepts that we come up with that we want to focus on. We then literally decide down which is the one that we're going to focus on. You won't be able to test all of the ideas in the team, but you need a structured process for deciding which is the one that you're going to pursue and which is the ones that you're going to abandon. Sometimes you won't be able to test just one version, while other times it might make sense for you to test 2 product versions against each other. So this is the time when we decide. Then we move into a prototyping phase, which is an intense day of building a medium fidelity prototype that's good enough to gather reliable data. Prototypes can feel remarkably real and can be used in everything from a sign-up process, application layout, search engine results, onboarding process, right the way through to some kind of fake in a complex or algorithm. You really want to use your prototype to test with real users, and you don't want to spend too much time on your prototype, but you want to make sure it's good enough so that users can actually get a good feel of what you're trying to achieve. Then, like I was mentioning, you go into the test phase. This is when you bring 5 or 6 different users together, 1-hour interviews each, and you'll learn about their lives, personal experiences, what they watch, how they use, and you want to watch how they use the product. This part is most stressful sometimes, but it can also be the most insightful and fun. And everything the team has discussed over the past week is then tested in the real world with real users. And the goal here is to validate or invalidate product ideas, uncover design flaws, and understand users, and ultimately build a product that people want to use. This is such an important thing for people to pay attention to. When you get to that test phase, it's all about really understanding the feedback as much as you possibly can. So this is about making sure you're getting really good notes. I personally, when I'm using user testing, you want to record how people are using the product and definitely get some good feedback from them one by one. So now I want to talk about the design sprint benefits and why I think it's so essential for you to pay attention to running a design sprint. It allows you to test ideas when you're building a product and test it in front of real users within the span of 1 week. This is a great use of time, of money, and the return on investment can be huge. If you build a solution that resonates with people, and if you prove the idea is something that people want, not only have you saved them potentially months of development time and capital, you can devote your ideas into other areas. The second benefit that I found is that you can uncover usability flaws and any unknown product hangups. It's quite obvious that after the 5th participant, when you're doing user testing, what specifically needs to be changed in your app. And what's good to know is that you found out now in the beginning or very early on before you spent time and money investing into development. And this is so essential when it comes on to how you actually use time and money efficiently when you're working on your products. The third thing I want you to see as a benefit is the team alignment. When you have all stakeholders working together on the same goal and with the same information, it brings intense unity and clarity. Not only that, it can really rally the team together and bring a sense of energy that helps us all create the best solution possible, and we're all aligned with the right goal in mind as well. The fourth benefit I find is that bringing in users can make the problem feel a lot more concrete. In-depth interviews with people who actually use your product or who you think will use your product humanizes the end user, which can have a positive inspirational effect on the team. And one thing I've found is that if you take the names of the people that you're testing, when you come back in with the team and you say, hey, what do you think about John? Or what do you think about Charlene? Or what do you think about Mark? Do you think Mark would like this? Do you think Charlene would like that? Sometimes using real names against the people that you've tested against going forward is super effective to make people think, I wonder if Mark would like this, because it humanizes the person that you're designing for. The fifth benefit that I find is it helps to create a guiding artifact for software development. After a design sprint, you now have a workable, fluid prototype to develop against. This also is a great starting point for your product strategy as well. This prototype is great to bring to your developers because they can work off it, and it helps to save time writing specs and mitigating development risks because they have something tangible to work from. The sixth benefit I found is that prototyping frees you from traditional time and money constraints when building a product and then testing it. This enables you to find new ideas and try them out where you might not be able to do that in a previous model of working. And you can get real feedback from real users very, very quickly as well. And the seventh thing that is so essential for you to know as a benefit is that the time constraints boost creativity and force people in your team to make product decisions very, very quickly. There's no more shelving a decision until next week, no more meeting after meeting trying to see what features we should focus on. You're forced to make a decision very, very quickly, and then you have to deal with it here in the here and now and test it very quickly as well. And any features that you might want to or you've considered or that may have come up in your sprint that you may not be focusing on, you can always push to a future sprint, or you can just prototype very, very quickly and then test with real people very, very quickly as well. So this is why it's essential for you to run a design sprint. Helps to really align and helps you to focus on one thing at a time or a combination of things at a time as well. So I hope this video has been truly helpful for you. I want you to go ahead and download your free Design Sprint 2.0 process overview document. I've got a link in the description box that you can click, that you can go and access your free document right now. And if you'd love to know more about how I can help you personally in your business, then let's just have a free 30-minute call with myself and let's see where we can, potentially work together. But if not, definitely download this document because I do think it will be truly helpful for you in your business. So click that link in the description box below. And if you'd love to know more, please subscribe to my channel and definitely remember that you can improve your life through creative advice. And I thank you so much for watching today. Thank you. This is Wallace for Wallace TV signing out. Take care and have a very blessed day.